Today on our 2021 Jeep Grand Cherokee, we're going to be taking a look at the CURT Class 3 trailer hitch. So this is a 2-inch hitch receiver, and it's going to give us about 500 pounds of tongue weight, 5,000 pounds of gross trailer weight. But if we use it with a weight distribution system on the trailer, that'll actually go up to 750 pounds tongue weight and 7,500 pounds gross trailer weight. The nice thing about this one that sets it apart from some of the others, one, extremely easy to install. I didn't even need a lift or anything. I just got underneath there, 4 bolts and we're done. But also, as you can see, or can't see, there's no tubes on the side, so this is gonna be one of the more low profile options. I kinda like this look because it doesn't really have a whole lot of material showing. All you see is the hitch receiver. We have some safety chain loops on our hitch receiver, and it's going to be able to accept multiple different types of hooks. So you just have the normal S hook, and then even just the larger ones are still going to fit on there. So that's always nice. I always don't like, some of the OEM ones just have such a small safety chain loop, but these are plenty big. So that is definitely a plus. Also, if you don't already have a pin, it's a 5/8 diameter hole. So typically a lot of your accessories are going to have it, but you really want a 5/8 just because there's not a whole lot of play there. So you can grab those here at eTrailer. Let's go over some measurements from the ground to the top inside lip of our hitch receiver. It's going to be about 15 1/4, which is a decent amount. So I really don't think we're going to need to focus on getting accessories that have a raised shank or get a little adapter. So that's good. The Cherokee kind of sits a little high off the ground. And now let's go from the center of the hitch pin hole to the farthest point of our bumper. It's about 5 inches. So that is just going to be the measurement you kind of want to think about for your fold-up accessories. When it comes to hitch receivers, you just want to get the right size. 2-inch is a pretty standard size, and a lot of the accessories we sell are going to work with it. Also, just getting one that's not really going to limit your car. This one does have a fairly high capacity. There is some that are going to be a little bit more, but they're a little bit more of a pain to install. This was so easy. It didn't take me much, maybe about 10 minutes or so to put it on. So you are going to save a little bit of money there. You can do it at home by yourself, so you don't have to pay a shop to do it. And I definitely like that. One thing I would definitely add to this is some wiring. So if you do have a trailer you're planning on hauling, this vehicle doesn't have wiring in it, so we're going to have to buy some. So we do have that on our website, so just put your vehicle in the fit guide to grab the right kit for you. Well, let's go over the installation process so you guys can see how easy it is. All we're going to need for this install is a 21mm socket and a torque wrench. So that's literally all we need. So let's get under there and get going. If you have some safety chain loops underneath here, we're going to have to remove those. But if it looks like this, then we don't have to really worry about it. So we just want to remove these 2 bolts on each side, 21mm. And I always recommend not using a power tool, just because there's a weld nut on the back end of this, especially with torquing down. We don't want to break that off because trust me, it's a pain to fix. And once those 2 bolts are loose, you can just take them out and set them to the side. We will reinstall them once you get the hitch up. We can do that same exact thing. It's the same exact 2 bolts on the other side. Depending on what's going on underneath here, we might have to trim some of this caulk for it to fit. The other side's fine, but the passenger side right here is just kind of giving me a little bit of trouble. So just take a knife or something and kind of start trimming that back, just so that hitch can fit in that little section easier. We don't have to take all of it off, just whatever's really preventing it from really going up there. So I just suggest just coming down here, kind of put it up into place. Just make sure that those threads are all lining up. Perfect. So I'm gonna manage and do this myself. So it might be a little tough at first to kind of hold it up there, but all we got to do is just put it up into place and then take our factory bolts and put them in there. So I'm just going to take my normal ratchet and just get all these nice and snug, and then come in with the torque wrench and torque it down to the specs in the instructions. There we go.